In the previous video, we witnessed Monaco's ladies arriving with quiet precision where elegance spoke before anyone did. Today, we look closer. Not at who they are, but at how they appear. Will they arrive bold and striking, or soft and perfectly composed, comment style? If you believe true luxury is visual harmony, not attention, subscribe to The Silent Lion so you never miss the details others overlook. A supercar is only loud when it's trying to be noticed. In Monaco, that's never the case. For these women, the car is not the statement, it's the finishing touch. Like a tailored jacket or a perfectly chosen heel, it completes the look without demanding attention. When a Monaco lady arrives, your eye doesn't jump to the vehicle first. It moves naturally from fabric to form, from posture to motion, and only then to the car waiting quietly behind her. The paint doesn't shout. It listens. Soft tones echo silk dresses. Muted finishes mirror cashmere linen clean-cut tailoring. Even the reflections on the bodywork feel intentional, catching the light, the same way jewelry does briefly, then gone. Nothing competes. Everything aligns. When she steps out, the supercar pauses in the background, allowing the outfit to lead. The door opens like a curtain, revealing not excess, but control. This is why the car feels invisible to most people, yet unforgettable to those who understand fashion. Because in Monaco, style isn't built piece by piece. It's composed from head to toe, from pavement to leather seat. But if the car is only an accessory, what happens when its color begins to speak directly to her wardrobe? Color is the first decision and the most revealing one. Before the engine, before the silhouette, the shade is already chosen. In Monaco, these women don't select car colors to stand out on the street. They choose them to converse with their wardrobe. A soft pearl finish echoes summer linen. Deep charcoal mirrors tailored evening suits. Warm beige reflects cashmere coats and leather handbags worn season after season. The car becomes a moving extension of the closet, not an object competing for attention. Bright colors are rare not because they are forbidden, but because they are difficult to repeat. And repetition matters. These women dress with continuity in mind. The car must work with yesterday's look, today's silhouette, and tomorrow's quiet arrival. It has to belong everywhere without announcing itself anywhere. Under Monaco's sun, muted paint absorbs light instead of throwing it back. It allows fabric textures to lead silk, first tailoring, second metal, last. Even when parked, the car feels styled, as if it's waiting for the right outfit to arrive beside it. But here's the detail most people miss when color is chosen this carefully. How much does the shape of the car need to obey the woman stepping out next? A powerful silhouette means nothing if it interrupts hers. In Monaco, shape is chosen with restraint. These women don't ask whether a supercar looks aggressive or dramatic. They ask a quieter question: does it respect the way I move? Low roofs that force awkward exits are avoided. Overly sharp angles that clash with fluid fabrics are dismissed. The car must allow her posture to remain unchanged, composed, unhurried, precise. Curved lines soften tailored looks. Balanced proportions echo long coats, clean trousers, effortless dresses. When she steps out, nothing competes with her figure. The car frames the moment, then steps aside. Even the height of the seat matters, not for comfort alone, but for the elegance of that first step onto the pavement. From the side, the vehicle follows her pace. From the front, it never blocks her presence. This is why some of the most expensive designs are quietly ignored, because they demand attention at the wrong time. In Monaco, fashion leads the movement. The supercar simply keeps time. And yet, there is one moment where shape becomes more than background. A brief second when doors open, light shifts, and everything depends on timing. So, what happens in that instant? When arrival turns into a fashion moment.
Ciao!
The moment the door opens, fashion takes its first breath. In Monaco, this second is never accidental. For these women, stepping out of a supercar is not an entrance, it's a reveal. The door becomes a frame. Light moves across fabric. Heels touch stone. Every detail is slowed, controlled, intentional. The car does nothing but hold the space long enough for the outfit to speak. Wide doors allow silk to fall cleanly. Smooth interiors prevent creases, snags, distractions. Even the angle of the opening matters, shaping how posture is seen in that brief pause before movement resumes. There is no rush. Monaco allows time for elegance. Observers often think this is confidence. It's not. It's preparation. Because a look isn't complete until it meets its surroundings. The street, the sun, the surface beneath her feet, all part of the composition. The supercar waits patiently, never stealing the moment, never rushing the transition from leather seat to open air. And just when the eye settles, the door closes. The frame disappears. The scene moves on. But here's what most people never notice after the door shuts. The car must change its role entirely. So how does a supercar behave once fashion has taken the lead?
Wow! Wow!
True style is never the loudest thing in the room. In Monaco, that rule doesn't stop at clothing. It extends to the sound a car makes and even to the way it doesn't make it. For these women, a supercar should never overpower the outfit. The engine is not meant to announce an arrival. It settles into the background, allowing fabric, posture, and movement to lead the moment. Silk catches the light. A tailored coat falls into place. Her steps set the rhythm. A sudden roar would shatter that balance, dragging attention away from a silhouette carefully considered long before the door opened. Visual noise is treated the same way. Oversized badges, sharp contrasts, excessive shine, all quietly softened or left behind. The car exists to support the look, not to compete with it. When she pauses beside the vehicle, the eye remains exactly where it should be, on the line of a dress, the structure of a jacket, the calm confidence in her stance. The result is subtle control. The street doesn't turn, no one reacts, and that's precisely the point. The moment remains intact, uninterrupted, complete. But silence at this level is never accidental. It's selected, refined, and repeated, season after season. Which raises a quiet question worth considering. Why do these women return to the same visual language year after year without ever feeling the need to change it?
Hello.
Consistency is the most recognizable signature in Monaco. Not because it repeats itself, but because it is chosen with intention, then protected over time. These women don't rotate supercars the way trends rotate. They commit. One silhouette, one restrained color. Family, one visual rhythm follows them through seasons and years. The car becomes familiar, almost expected, like a perfectly tailored coat that never feels outdated no matter how fashion evolves around it. Dresses change, fabrics shift, cuts soften or sharpen. Yet the car remains, anchoring every look with quiet stability. This repetition creates calm. When she arrives, nothing feels new, and that is exactly the point. The same supercar paired with different outfits proves the style was never dependent on novelty or surprise. It holds its place effortlessly without needing justification or explanation. The absence of change becomes its own form of confidence. To outsiders, this restraint might look conservative, even predictable. To those who watch closely, it feels unmistakable, a signature that cannot be mistaken for coincidence. Because when something truly belongs, it doesn't need replacing. It simply continues. And yet once the look is complete and the moment has passed, the supercar must perform one final task. What happens when she leaves and only movement remains behind?
Oh, Madeleine.
The most elegant moment is never the arrival, it's the departure. In Monaco, this is where every choice quietly comes together. Once the look has been seen, the supercar changes its role. It no longer frames fashion or holds the spotlight, it carries the image away. The door closes with intention, never rushed. The engine responds calmly without urgency. Fabric settles into leather. The silhouette slips behind glass. What remains is motion smooth and uninterrupted, as if the moment itself is being carefully folded away. The car doesn't chase attention down the street. It doesn't accelerate for effect or announce its presence. It glides. This allows the memory of the outfit, the lines, the colors, the balance to linger longer than the sound of the wheels against stone. Nothing competes. Nothing interrupts. A dramatic exit would fracture the harmony that was so carefully built. Instead, she leaves exactly as she arrived, composed, controlled, visually complete. The street resumes its rhythm. Conversations continue, and yet something subtle has shifted. You don't remember the engine. You don't remember the speed. You remember the alignment. And that is the final detail most people miss. The supercar was never meant to be remembered on its own. So when everything fades into motion, what is it that truly stays behind? In Monaco, fashion never stands alone. It moves beside a supercar through light in silence. For these women, every choice is aligned, color, form, sound, and motion, working together without asking for attention. What appears effortless is carefully composed from the first step onto the pavement to the moment they disappear down the street. So, when you think of true luxury, what stays with you, the car itself, or the harmony it creates? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this perspective resonated with you, subscribe to The Silent Lion for more refined details from Monaco's most elegant moments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.